Hi everyone, my name is Maribel and this is my friend Sara.
Hi.
And today we're going to be talking about winter activities. So hi Sara,
Hi, Maribel.
thanks for having this conversation with me today.
It's my pleasure.
So Sara, can you tell me about what your favorite thing to do in the winter is?
Well, I have a favorite thing outside and a favorite thing inside.
Right.
So my favorite thing outside is to ski. I like to downhill ski. There's different kinds. So you can cross country ski, which means that it's almost like hiking, but you're in the snow and you're wearing skis. Or you can downhill ski, which usually you go to a resort and you ride up on a special lift and then you ski down to the bottom of the mountain and then ride back up again until you're tired.
Nice.
For inside activities, I like to drink hot chocolate in front of the fire and read a book.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
It's very nice. And when you've done the skiing first and then the hot chocolate later, perfect.
One followed by the other.
Mm-hmm.
Have your favorite activities changed from when you were younger?
Yes. When I was little, I lived in Texas, so we never had snow. So my winter activities were playing outside and, doing the same things we do the rest of the year. But when I was a little bit older, I moved somewhere where there was snow. And so when I was a little girl where there was snow, I liked to build snowmen and have snowball fights and build ramps to sled down.
How would you build the ramp?
Well, you don't have to. So you can find a hill and you can just take a sled, or one time we didn't have a sled, so we just used a cardboard box. So we slid down the hill that way. But my brother and I like to be more elaborate. And so we would take the snow and pack it down and then make little ramps so that you could go up and then back down as you were sliding down. And sometimes for safety, we would build up sides so that you wouldn't slip off the side as you were sledding down. So always wear mittens because your hands get really cold, and then you push the snow to help hold you up.
That sounds fun. So you recommend mittens over gloves?
Yes. Mittens mean your fingers are close together, so they keep each other warm. When you wear gloves, it's easier to move your fingers, but they can get cold faster.
So mittens when you're building a ramp for your snowball fights or for your sledding.
Yes.
And for the snowball fights, do you have any advice on how to build a good snowball?
Yes. Again, wear mittens.
Mittens.
You can make good cups with your hands,
Mm-hmm.
and you scoop up a big section of snow, and then you squish it together, but not too hard, because if you squish it too hard, then it makes your snowball very hard. And when you throw it at someone, it will hit them too hard and it won't break apart and you can hurt people.
Yeah. So we talked about mittens compared to gloves. Are there other articles of clothing that you recommend for a winter activity?
Oh, yes. Oh, do you want me to get some?
Yeah, if you have some.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Sure.
I brought some things. So,
Yeah.
first, you want a warm hat.
That's a very nice hat.
Thank you.
It looks like it has a lining on the inside.
It does. It's fuzzy and soft.
Ah, and then knit on the outside.
And it's warm and it covers your ears because your ears can get very cold. And then I like to wear a scarf, which is nice.
It's a matching scarf. Nice
Yeah.
coordinated colors.
This is my coat. And depending on whether you're going to be out when it's cold, but not snowing, or if it's going to be snowing, then you would wear a different kind of coat. So this coat has feathers inside called down. It's waterproof. So when I ski, I wear one that is warm, but it has waterproof on the outside so that if it snows, I don't get wet.
So down is the feathers,
Down is the
and
feathers.
those are not waterproof.
Right.
But warm.
Very warm. And then this is a ski helmet.
That looks almost like a motorcycle helmet.
Yeah, it's very similar. It's more like a skateboarding helmet, actually.
Okay.
And so it keeps your head safe if you fall down while you're skiing.
Do you wear other protective equipment when you're skiing other than a helmet?
I also wear goggles, but I don't have them on this helmet. So goggles keep your eyes from getting cold and make it easier to see while you're skiing. And then you wear a coat and gloves or mittens. So I brought some mittens. And then you wear waterproof pants so that your legs don't get cold and wet. And then you wear ski boots, so a special kind of boot that clips into your skis. And then skis. And then you also have ski poles for your hands. You don't have to use them, but they make it easier to push when you are on not a steep hill. And they also are handy for getting your skis off. And when you are a good skier, you use them when you turn to help you turn around one spot. Oh, and my husband brought ski goggles. So these you wear over your eyes.
Those look very futuristic.
They are nice for when it's sunny out, so that it's like wearing sunglasses.
Those are nice.
Yeah. And
How
you can wear them
on
with your
ski?
helmet on.
Oh, okay. Do you ice skate as well?
I do ice skate, yes. So in the winter, the lakes freeze or ponds, and you can ice skate on top. Or here where I live, they have ice skating rinks inside where you can go any time of year.
Nice. And is ice skating similar to roller skating?
Yes, you wear different skates. For ice skates, you have a little blade under your foot. For roller skates, you have 4 wheels under your foot. And so for roller skates, what makes you go is the wheels turning. For ice skating, what makes you go is the slipperiness of the ice.
Do you have a favorite winter sport to watch? Or maybe I should ask, do you like to watch winter sports first?
I do like to watch winter sports. I like figure skating. So that is ice skating like dancing. So you can do it by yourself or as a couple, so 2 people. And they have almost like a dance. And it's set to music, and they do amazing spins and jumps. And it was one of my favorite sports to watch. I also like watching snowboarding.
Okay.
So snowboarding is like skiing, except that instead of having 2 skis, you have one wide board that your feet are strapped to. And a lot of snowboarders do more tricks than skiers. So they can jump and they spin and they could go back and forth along the snow in different shapes. And it's sometimes called an extreme sport. So yeah, I
Extreme
find that
meaning that it is very different than other sports, or extreme in what sense?
it is different from other sports, but it is more dangerous because they are going faster and doing higher jumps and do flips and yeah, crazy stunts.
What do you like to do when there's bad weather and you can't really go outside?
Well, I like to read books and I like to cook and bake. And I also like to play games with my family.
Like board games?
hmm Card games or board games, yes.
What are some of your favorite board games to play?
Well, let's see. We played Monopoly this week, Emily. I will say it is not my favorite, but other members of my family like it very much. Um, we like to play Rummy Royal. I don't know that that is a widely known game, but it has cards and poker chips, and you play almost like 3 card games in one for
Oh,
each round. And we also like um, Seven Wonders, which is a board game where you are playing as if you are a civilization. This isn't one that I think is very widely known either. Um, and we have another one that's called Quicks. It has 5 dice, and you roll the dice and are trying to get combinations of numbers. And also Yahtzee, which has 5 dice. And again, you're trying to roll different combinations of numbers to get the highest score.
sounds like a mix of luck and strategy games.
Yes.
Nice. Um, so you mentioned that you lived in a warmer part of the country in Texas where you didn't have very cold winters, and now you live in a place that has colder winters so you can go skiing. Which do you prefer? The warmer weather or the colder weather?
I prefer having seasons. So I prefer living where I do now, where the summer is warm and the winter is cold, so that I can enjoy both. And I like the time in between in the autumn where the leaves change. And that didn't happen very much where I lived before because it never got cold enough.
Mm. So you mentioned that you like to cook also. What kind of foods do you like to eat in the winter?
Hmm. I find that I don't eat different foods really in the
Okay.
winter very, very much, except for the vegetables. So fruits and vegetables are not available uh, as much in places where it's cold. So when it's winter, we don't eat as many like watermelons because they don't grow very well where it's cold.
Mhm.
Um, but otherwise, I eat a lot of the same foods, except I do like to eat more soup when it's cold
Me
because
too.
it's nice and warm when we eat it.
Me too. Well, Sarah, I think that's all the questions we have for today. Thank you so much for joining me today. And thank you everyone for watching. I hope you have some great conversations this week. Thanks,
Thank
Sarah.
you. Thanks so much.